spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gamecocks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking to throw, it's Green. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Blake. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking downfield, it's Green. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This time, he's got his man.
You know, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
gun wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a big third down stop for this defense. Man, they're in field goal range. What do? You push them out of range by getting pressure on the quarterback and, most importantly, getting that fast guy on the ground. He can make plays. He can get outside the pocket. Nice discipline, nice structure by this defense, and possibly taking points off the scoreboard.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Makes the catch. It's Brown. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Still looking. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Jacobs. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. When that receiver got free.
So nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Green. Caught behind the line, it's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out, you see it, keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams this alive on third down. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the right. That's reeled in. It's Blake. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig scene.
Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Calls his own number. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air. It's Green. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an IM.
Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Green. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can, and here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Pulls it in, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Handoff from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. 1st down marker just short of the goal line. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Green. Under fire. And that one's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deep Deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Blake. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
They'll throw it from the red zone. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the air, it's Green. He'll take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's Jacobs. Brings into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find this
wide open spaces. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing on the run. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hunt. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Sellers. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Quarterback keeper. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing. They're trailing by 18 to SMU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Blake. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's got an open man. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The quick out. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Here comes the heat. The throw. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, we're setting up 3rd and inches.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now on the move. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Converts up 4th down, and he's still going. a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you can tell. He won't.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll leave it with him. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Pulls it in. It's Hunt. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Lobs it off the back foot. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through the tackle. It's a fumble. Touchdown, South Carolina. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. Jackson going to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in on the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls it in. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. To the air on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's the pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Anthony. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Now the play fake. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
Going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Right on target this time. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced. calls the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
To the air, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. He's into the end zone from the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. We definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.